Hello everyone. Today we are going to perform physics practical to find the value of focal length of concave mirror with the help of optical bench. There is two kinds of mirror. One is plane mirror and second one is spherical mirror. Yes. So there is two types of spherical mirror. First one is concave and second one is convex. So here we have a spherical mirror and this is the reflective side and this one is polished side. So our topic is to identify whether it is a concave mirror or not. So we are going to rotate it. So it is a plain wooden surface and the definition of concave mirror, if the rotation done by the polished surface, then it is called a concave mirror. So we are going to rotate it on the plain wooden surface. Sorry. So you can see it is rotated by the polished surface and it indicates that it is a concave.
You have seen that we have identified that it is a concave mirror. Now we are going to identify the things of this benches, optical bench. Now we can see that this is optical bench rod which has 150 centimeter of scale from 0 to 150 centimeter. We have three uprights, two for the needles which will act as object and image, and one mirror holder which will hold the mirror or you can hold the lens. Yes. And it is the knob. We have seen that this is the knob from which we can maintain these three objects in a straight line by rotating it left or right. And this is the optical bench. And now we'll go to find the rough focal length of this optical concave mirror.
Now we have find a rough focal length of concave mirror with the help of measuring scale and this concave mirror and copy are working as a screen. You can clearly see that this window working as a object because sunlight is coming from a window. And we find the maximum intensity of the image from by using concave mirror. Then it is clear that the rough focal length of this mirror is approx 15 centimeter. Now into next step of is this practical.
So now we are on the optical bench to perform our practical. And at first we will hold our mirror in the mirror holder. So now we have adjusted our mirror holder in our optical bench. And as you already know, we got 15 centimeter of focal length approximately. And we will adjust the 15 centimeters. So after adjustment, we will going to find our height of the object is equals to the pole of the mirror or not. So for that, we're gonna use a scale so that we can check it equal to the height of the pole or not.
Now we all know that the height of object is to same the pole of mirror. And we all also know that the center of curvature is a 2 times of focal length. We can also know that the focal length of this this mirror is 15 centimeter. And the center of curvature is 2 times of focal length. If we place the object on 30 centimeter, we also know that the property of concave mirror, if we the object put on center of curvature, the image transform on that point and real and inverted. Guys, we have seen that we have placed our object at the center of the curvature of this concave mirror. So now we are going to see that image is formed on the mirror or not. So we can see clearly that image is formed on the mirror and it is real and inverted. Now let us see what happens when we move our camera left to right. The camera left and right, we can see that the object head and the mirror head not combined with each other. So there is an error and this error is known as the vertical inversion error. Now we are going to remove the lateral inversion error by displacing the object and displacing the mirror with the help of this knob. So you can see that after removing our camera left to right, there is no error in the mirror. That is means that their parallax error is removed from the concave mirror.
So the parallax is already removed from the mirror and it has already verified the properties of concave mirror according to the center of curvature. And the value is approximately 30.2. Now, after performing our first step of practical, we will come on the observation table. Here is 6 columns. The first one is for position of mirror, position of object, position of image, and here we have view the position of object from the pole of mirror, and V, which is called the position of image from the pole of mirror. And here we have to find focal length of the mirror. Now we are going to note down our first data from the observation. As we can see here, this point shows 0 centimeter. Then we will note down here 0,
the position of mirror, and as we can see here, this point shows 30.2 centimeter. This will be the image of position of image and position of object both. Then we write here 30.2 and 30.2.
So now we are moving on our second step, and we already know that if we move our object towards the mirror, then the image will go far away from the mirror. And now we are moving the object 3 centimeter towards the mirror, and we are gonna find the image by the help of second law. Already know, according to the property of conjugative, that if we place object and the image in front of the concave mirror, their position will be replaced. So now we have used a little piece of paper for the identification of individual law, and we are now gonna settle this law in such a way that their image are exchanged in the concave mirror. So now we have settled these two laws in such a way that their images are already replaced into each other in the concave mirror with no paradox.
Now we are going to note down our second data. As we can see here, the position of mirror is at 0 centimeter. Then we will note down here 0, and the position of a object is at 27.2 centimeter. We will note down here 27.2 centimeter, and the position of image at 33.4 centimeter. Then we will note down here 33.4.
So for the third step, now we will replace their positions, and we will take image distance as the object distance and object distance as the image distance, and we will note it down in our third data.
The third data will be 0 centimeter position of a mirror, and the position of object will be 33.4 centimeter, and the position of image will be 27.2 centimeter.
Okay, so we are now gonna repeat this process again and find the data to note it down.
Now here, for the value of small u, we will subtract the position of object from the position of mirror, which is like this: 0 minus 30.2 will be minus 30.2, and for the value of small b, we will subtract the position of image from the position of mirror, which will be like this: 0 minus 30.2 minus 30.2. Now we'll similarly do the same process for the further observation.
Okay, so we know that to find the focal length of the concave mirror, the formula goes like 1 upon f is equals to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u. And for the focal length, f is equals to uv upon u plus v. So for the focal length of the first data, we will take u1 v1 upon u1 plus v1. And after the further calculation, we have got focal length minus 15.1, and we will use the same process for the all the data. So we have now got our focal length for the all the left-hand data. So now we are gonna find the mean of the focal length, and for the mean of the focal length, we will add the focal length of the first data to the fifth data and divide it by 5. So after the further calculation, we have got our result at minus 15.14, and the negative value shows that it is the focal length of the concave mirror. So we have already calculated our value to find the focal length of the concave mirror, and thank you for watching.